fighting orcs, but they all have personalities, which is cool, so you don't really mind fighting a bunch of the same sort of enemy. But certain games, I've seen docked points in a lot of reviews for having very little variety when it comes to the overall, you know, enemies that you encounter, and that's a bummer, but at the same time understandable that reviewers would be, you know, less psyched about fighting the same, like, 10 things over and over. And I'm just bombing these guys. And I think I have one more, and then I'll be done with this dude. Destroy the siege beast. See, this stuff always makes me uncomfortable. Yeah, like, you know, that seems unnecessary to me. Who's helpful? Oh! Is this the double jump? Yes, it is. Nice. Press X to do a double jump. Pretty excited about this. I love double jumps and everything because I was, you know, a kid once, and Mario 64 is awesome. So, where am I going? But yeah, all the orcs are so different, and that's what makes the game. I think that's really what defines. Okay, I'm supposed to go over there. What defines the game and makes it so much more compelling than something similar. Let's see. Okay, hopefully I can get to this next Graug without Talion annoyingly trying to climb everything. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Oh, it's totally not gonna happen. See, this is the only part that I run into problems with the timing is when, or the climbing is when you have like a time-sensitive bit. That's too bad. Oh well. Almost made it. We'll get it. I'll play it again off stream. Just gonna blow this up. And blow this up. Okay. So we detonated those two. We're gonna take over this one. I imagine we're gonna do the same thing that we did again. Oh, 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 please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Circle, please. Oh, R1. R1. What is happening? It's just like sitting there. What's happening? Come on. Okay, R1 mount. There we go. That was weird. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go.
These hordes are endless. Sauron's armies have grown massively. A conventional victory.
So we're just gonna shoot that. We're gonna get these siege beasts right here, I imagine. Just get rid of them real quick. And just lead the target a little, just so you get a good spread of these. I only have 30 more. I should be able to get it with this next shot, I think. It's pretty good proving. There we go. But yeah, I just love the variety of the orcs in this game. Where is... Oh, my siege beast I have to destroy. Once again, animal cruelty, unnecessary. Just could have taken off that harness and set it on its way. That Graug ever experienced true happiness? We'll never know.
We should return to the upper city.
Return to Minas Ithil. Oh, cutscene.
It's not enough for them to destroy us. Just to wipe away our history.
At least they don't have the seeing stone. The gates are holding.
These relics were my life. My father's right. We'll salvage what we can and leave.
You have a valuable weapon. The seeing stone gives you sight over your enemy. Use it. It is too dangerous. The Palantir is poison to men. None can withstand its influence. I can.
Men before you have thought the same.
If I'm wrong, I will fail as they have failed. If I'm right. we win this war.
Then I will find my father and speak to him.
She will hold you to your oath, Ranger.
Italian's so dour all the time. I mean, I understand why. It's, you know, family being murdered and all that stuff is horrible, but jeez. I do wish that the
You put a lot of trust in her.
outfits would show up in the cutscenes, but
Until then, we should return to Shiloh.
oh well.
I need more answers.
So we got a skill point. I did it on the Karagor so I could mount them last time, and now I think I'm gonna do upgrade Grim Resolve because it gives me might every time I'm hit in combat. And since I haven't been doing very well, I get hit all the time, so that helps. Ooh, so this is the world map. It's enormous. I've seen pictures of it before. It's real big, so a lot of game here. And I look forward to playing all of it with you. New region unlocked. What is it? Knife in the Dark. Nice reference to Fellowship. Plantier is out of reach now, but perhaps Sheila's visions can guide you. So we go back to Sheila. But I think I want to do some more side quests here in the sense that
We need to see Shiloh.
look at all these artifacts. Yeah, all these artifacts are around in the Sheila memory. So I'm just gonna do a quick circuit around Minas Ethel, get these artifacts, hit Sheila memory, and then we'll walk out and go and find Sheila again and see what's up.
This can help us.
We need the ring.
The ring. Celebrimbor is very intense, and I really think the actor did a great job. And sometimes it's funny that he's like intense, but has a very monotone voice in a way. So, you know, every time he says it, it's just like, Talion, we need to do this. And Talion's just like, oh, okay, I'll do my fair. Which is fun. I mean, I love Troy Baker. Troy Baker's an amazing voice actor, and I wish I had half the talent he did. His voice is just so good. He's a great singer, but also he's able to modulate that gruffness so well. You know, his performance as Joel in The Last of Us is one of the best things I've seen in any performance, you know, any medium. So I also really enjoyed his Joker. I thought his Joker was great, as sort of an homage to Mark Hamill's Joker, but different in its own way, which is cool. Oh, hey, we can go to question 2 on my daily Twitch question, or hourly rather. Which unreleased game would you like to see? And that question for me is definitely there's a game that Lionhead Studios I believe was going to release called these are Gondorian artifacts. I'm going to pick them up. They have audio files, but I don't want to have to listen to all, or make you listen to all of those, so let's just grab them and I'll listen to them later when I'm off stream.
I'm not tempted to read the letter.
Uh-oh. They triggered an
I know
alarm,
the
so I'm
hearts
just
of
gonna...
my people. So I know what they say.
Yeah, there's a game that Lionhead was going to release called BC, and basically you'd play as, like, early humans, you know, like Cro-Magnon-esque people, and you'd be trying to survive in prehistoric times. And it was like the coolest concept I'd seen. You had to forage and hunt for food. You had to have like a real-time like family/clan building with these, you know, Cro-Magnon people and all this stuff. And it just seemed really cool. You had to fight woolly mammoths and hunt, hunt and fight saber-toothed tigers, all sorts of stuff. Ooh, Hoglet.
This doesn't look good.
It's the Drake Killer. Finally found him.
That's just the way
He just
I
ambushed me,
like
but
it.
he's calling back up, but we'll work it out. Yeah, so that was just like, and then it got canceled, and I was just so sad. But at the same time, I must say, it was Lionhead Studios, so I was used to a degree of disappointment, but not in a bad way. I mean, I love Lionel. They're responsible for some of my favorite gaming memories, but still, it's just like I was so familiar with doing stuff related to their games, and just being really, really sad. Like they always had a lot of games that were very ambitious, mostly because Peter Molyneux. Their head would just talk them up, and you get so excited. And it was just really a bummer when they didn't happen. Like, you know, that one, or one of my favorite games ever, Fable. Fable is a great game. It is not the game that E3 press conference promised, and that's alright, but it's just like one of those things where it's a bummer too. And he was saying with the first Fable press conference, I remember it clearly because it boggled me and made me so excited. It's fun fancy himself a ranger. It's fun.
Mordor's equivalent. Subtract your years of training and substitute feral.
But yeah, he was saying in the first release of Fable that you could have, like, you could plant a seed for a tree and then come back in the same spot like 20 years later and you would see that the tree had grown. First of all, that was assuming that there would be some sort of like time management system. There wasn't. And then also that there would be any sort of character progression that deep, which there also wasn't. Sorry to interrupt your drink, sir. Which really bummed me out, because I love Fable. I spent so many hours playing Fable. Great character design, great art design, production, not production, but conceptually, it was done very well. It's so much fun, you know, light and dark morality system I really enjoyed. Great lore, simple, but at the same time very satisfying. Seeing your guy work out and get more muscular was just very like weird and cool to me at the time. Like, I enjoyed the idea of that sort of progression, and why I like skill trees and, you know, getting different armor and stuff. And yeah, but it wasn't the game that we were promised. We couldn't do all that stuff, which is, it's fine, you know. Maybe now. It was way too early back then, but, you know, like 12-year-old me thought, I was like, this is amazing. This is gonna happen. Anyway, this is Grom Bright Eyes. I almost don't want to kill him because his last name is Bright Eyes, and that's one of my favorite bands, if not my favorite band. So he's terrified by Graugs, flammable, beast fodder, exhaustion, damage by range, execution and stealth. Grim Bright Eyes, I don't think we're gonna have a problem with, but we should ask him what his favorite album is. Oh, there's so many good ones. If you haven't checked out Bright Eyes, do yourself a favor. I'll wait till a music day to talk about it, but oh man, that's gonna be a conversation. You have no idea how much Bright Eyes talk we're gonna have. Only if you guys like it. I won't do it if it's too much. It might be too much because Conor Oberst, I think, is the most talented musician when it comes to lyricism, and just overall musicality since like ever. Beethoven, Bach, whatever. I don't know that far. It's a different genre, but he's amazing. I love him dearly. I've seen him 8 times now, I think. 7 or 8 times. Always a pleasure. And just seems like such a cool human being, so. But yeah, I'm just going around collecting these artifacts. Pretty simple. Just, you know, random stuff. They're audio logs that just explain little bits of the backstory, but I won't bore you with that, so I do like just being a completionist, so that looks like a pipe. Cool. Wouldn't have any old Toby.
Now all I need is some pipe.
But you won't find for
Jeez,
leads in
thanks,
any
Celebrimbor. Buzzkill. Okie dokie. Right here. This is a great game so far. I mean, I know I'm gonna like this game, but you know, it's always different than. I wish I was gonna jump on that line, but I guess not. It's always different reading about a game or being excited for a game than actually playing the game. So I'm glad that this one's been pretty much exactly what I wanted. So that's been fun. And you know, most sequels are that, which is cool. But every once in a while, you get one and you're like, oh, expect it just to be a little different. But thankfully, this one is, you know, overall, very, very satisfied so far. So, yeah. We can go on to question number 3. Favorite 2000s game in need of a sequel? Honestly, this is probably Fable again. I know it had a number of sequels, but had an HD re-release on the Xbox One, and I know I almost want to get an Xbox One